What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Unknown Coatings channel. My name is Sean, and I have kind of a ridiculous video for you today, or ridiculous project that led to this video. Doing a set of brakes in a gradient, which is not too wild. I've done that before, but this one, both of the colors are two-stage, plus there's a logo that's another color, plus it has to get cleared. So this is definitely the hardest brake job that I've ever done. I'm sure that there's people who have done equally hard jobs somewhere on the internet. I couldn't find anything quite like this. I saw a guy did some with some airbrush work, which, if you know how to airbrush, is probably easier than doing it with powder, but like I said, hardest thing that I've had to do. So we'll get right to it, and hope you enjoy this video.
You ready?
Alright guys, and when I say this is the most difficult brake job that I have ever done, is simply because of the stages that this is going to have to be. This brake caliper is going chameleon violet with black on half and glowing yellow over, I'm doing over polished aluminum on the other half, so it would be a gradient. And then doing the logos just in like a turquoise color and then clear, obviously. So the first step that we're going to go through right now is the polished aluminum, which I'm going to spray this upper half first, because this is the area that I want to be polished aluminum. And then we're going to go through and spray the black, then put it in to start its curing process. So I guess here we go. Okay, and with the polished aluminum on there, we're going to go to, this is Super Wet Black from IFS. Kind of want to blow off powder where we know that we're not going to want this polished aluminum powder. You don't have to get too crazy, we're just going to end up covering it up. It's not going to hurt anything to layer it the way that I'm doing it now, so we'll do this part next. And because I want this kind of cutoff line, I want to shoot down. I'm going to try to avoid letting powder rise up on the caliper. And you got to remember, this is a gradient, right? So you don't want like a hard line. If we wanted a hard line, we would just tape it. You know, we're not going for that particular look with this. So there we go. We'll throw this in. One thing I do want to mention, let me turn this off and grab the other piece. You know, you're going to want to pay attention to your caliper halves here, because when you assemble these, you're going to want them to match, obviously. So make sure that you keep each half with each half, so you know exactly when you slap them together, they'll be the same, or they'll be color-wise the same. Just something to keep in mind. It was something I didn't really think about until I started doing, like, masking these and hanging them, and I was like, oh yeah, I should probably pay attention to that, because that's going to matter at some point. Okay, so once again, we're doing the polished aluminum. The top half to roughly half. We'll go a little past half just to make sure that it's covered. And the cool part about doing a gradient is there is no like set way. I mean, you can cover more than half the caliper, and you could have even these two only touch here. They don't touch in the center, so it doesn't have to be perfect in the center to still look okay. I mean, you're not going to see the back of the caliper anyway, but before they're on the car and the customer sees them, you're going to want to have them look at least decent. Alright, and like I mentioned on the last one, of the front half of this particular caliper, you want to try to get as little powder as you can down in this area, and if you get too much, you can always blow it off. You're going to want an air gun that you can control a lot of. This one from Typhoon, I freaking love. Or it's called the Typhoon, it's from COILHOUSE Pneumatics. You can get them on Amazon, they're like 30 bucks. But it's got a ton of control, it flows really well. It's great for blowing off things a little bit at a time. We'll throw the black on it. So we got this thing flowed out. It actually made like a really cool effect where these two colors mixed together. But now I'm gonna spray this is glowing yellow loaded now on the polished aluminum finish here. And then we'll also be spraying the chameleon violet on the black finish here. So kind of the same thing, you don't want it to overlap too much. This color, for whatever reason, like sprays really well, like lays down really well. Like the coverage is always really good. So we got that. We'll go ahead and blow off all this area down here where we don't want it. I might have just messed it up. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, I did, but it's try blowing this off again without ruining it this time. Okay, chameleon violet loaded. And this is only going to be going over the black in theory. So you can overlap this because it's a clear. We're going to overlap it a little bit onto the yellow. Shouldn't affect things much. Make sure you get those bolts in the back so they all match. And there we go. Alright. Clean this up again. We'll put this one in the oven and we'll start spraying the other one. I thought of this as I started to clean the gun because I was going to have to clean it more times than I needed to. I actually just flipped this over, so now I'll be spraying the chameleon violet still on the black. But now it's at the top. I can have a little bit of chameleon violet overspray down here and not have it be an issue with the glowing yellow. There's that. We'll do glowing yellow. Glowing yellow just lays so well. So perfect every time. Alright, so now everything color-wise is on these things. Got the logo on the other side of the caliper. Gonna clear both sides, obviously. So, throw this clear on. This is just Bango Clear from Tiger. This is my favorite clear. Pretty much I think it's the only product from Tiger that I actually use. But it is a great clear. You can see this clear kind of acted weird in a couple spots where I had touched it. It's actually just a static thing. You could throw it back in the oven for a couple minutes and get that static to go away, but I don't worry too much about it with clear. Alright guys, there you have it. Notice in this video, at least on the camera now, this doesn't look very purple. It's actually very, very purple in person. But that's finished caliper. This is just the last one. I'm gonna get these things boxed up and sent out. Alright guys, that wraps up another video. Got a couple more videos coming. I think the next one is a two-tone wheel video. A little different than stuff I've done in the past. And then the following video for that is a illusion brake video. It's a green color, but we did white logos, which was a metallic white, and it was kind of a nightmare to figure out how to do it the right way. So we'll be getting to that video here soon. Another couple videos coming up. In the video description of this video, I'm going to put a link to another channel that I'm starting. Not necessarily powder coating related, but this channel and some stuff that I'm going to be doing with it is going to lead to more powder coating content. So if you've already subscribed to this channel, or even if you haven't, I guess, hit subscribe here, and then click the link down below. Head over to the other channel and give me a subscribe. I think it's getting close to 100 subscribers now. I just started it a couple days ago, but I want to get a custom URL, so you need 100 subscribers for that. So look forward to the next couple videos, and see you next time.
God damn, let my dick go. Oh!